one in every crowd, man. That's all right. Ryan Milo Saunders and Bridgette Nicole McCoy, you're surrounded by your family and some of those most precious and dear who are here to share in this one of the most memorable and happiest days of your lives. Having presented yourselves before me, it is evident that your desire to commit yourselves to each other in a traditional manner. And in that tradition, I'll say, dearly beloved, we come together today to unite Ryan and Bridgette in marriage. An institution which the state may regulate and the church may sanction, which can only become real in the lives of two people. It is our fondest hope that their separate lives may together explore new dimensions of love. But this celebration is but the outward sign of an inward union of hearts, and as such, marriage is the most tender of all relationships in life. You know, you look like you're about as cool as a cucumber I've ever seen in my life.
I'm doing all right.
I was just going to ask you if you're nervous. There's no way. I'm more worried about him now. Yeah. If he falls, don't worry. We will prop him up. No. The bride doesn't move. The world revolves around the bride. But if he falls down, we'll prop him up, and we'll find a broom handle or something. We'll get him. So let's get him. All right. The commitment. See, that was the bride's job. Here she says that he showed up. The bride has 3 jobs on her wedding day. The first one is to show up. Very nice of you to be here, by the way. The second one is to look beautiful, and you are radiant. And the third one, this is the hardest one of all. You've got to breathe once in a while. Let that air come in, air come out, air come in. All right, that works. Now, you should not be looking beautiful, but we're glad you're here as well. Do breathe, okay? Just let the air in once in a while.
All right. I'll try that out.
All right. All right, she let go of you. That's it. The commitment of marriage is one of the most important decisions two people will make in their lifetime. Strong marriage is dependent upon many factors. Beyond the love and respect you share for one another, there must be a strong sense of commitment and loyalty that bonds you. Above all, there must be a true friendship and willingness to communicate with one another, genuine liking for each other. But it is the willingness to accept and understand each other's strengths and weaknesses that is the foundation for a successful marriage. Your free decision to join together for life is prompted by the love you have for each other. This love provides you with a determination to be yourselves, the capacity for compromise and a desire for life. It gives you the courage to hope and the ability to dream. But your purpose in joining together is to nurture that love in each other and as best you can, share it with others. We are taught that woman was created from the rib of man. She was not made from his head to top him, nor from his feet to be trampled on. She was made from his side to be equal to him, from under his arm and protected by him, from under his heart to be loved by him. Wilfred Peterson tells us in The Art of a Good Marriage that the little things are in fact the big things. It is never being too old to hold hands. It is remembering to say I love you at least once a day. It is never going to sleep angry. It is never taking the other for granted. It is having a mutual sense of values and common objectives. It is standing together and facing the world. It is forming a circle of love that gathers in the whole family. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It is not looking for perfection in each other, but it is cultivating flexibility, patience, understanding, and a good sense of humor probably helps. It's having the capacity to forgive and forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which each can grow. It is a common search for the good and the beautiful. It is establishing a relationship in which independence is equal, dependence is mutual, and the obligation is reciprocal. And finally, it's not only marrying the right partner, but it's being the right partner. Ryan, the woman who stands by your side, is about to become your wife. She will look to you for comfort, for support, for understanding, encouragement, and for protection. You must never take her for granted. and always consider her along with yourself. Do you accept this as your responsibilities as her husband?
I do.
Boy, it's a good thing he said that. I was worried about it. Bridgette, the man who stands by your side is about to become your husband. He will look to you for comfort, for support, for understanding, encouragement, and for protection. You must never take him for granted, and always consider him along with yourself. Do you accept this as your responsibilities as his wife?
I do.
She was toying with you. Take the flowers away. I'm going to ask you to turn towards each other and join both hands. You're going to need that? All right, then I'll hold it for you. Don't tell anybody. Ryan, we start with you first, and as you look into her beautiful eyes, not mine, hers, okay? I ask that you repeat after me. I, Ryan, take you, Bridgette,
I, Ryan, take you, Bridgette,
to be my lawfully wedded wife,
to be my lawfully wedded wife,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
in joy and in sorrow,
in joy and in sorrow,
to share all that is to come.
to share that is all that is to come.
What you said.
What I said.
I got news for you. It still counts, so it's all right. I promise to honor your goals
Promise to honor your goals
and help you fulfill your dreams.
and help you fulfill your dreams.
I will be faithful to you
I will be faithful to you
and honest with you
and honest with you
all the days of my life.
all the days of my life.
He was making me cry too, is that right?
Pretty sincere, right?
Bridgette, it's your turn. If you'd repeat after me. I, Bridgette, take you, Ryan,
I should take you on
to be my lawfully wedded husband,
to be my lawfully wedded husband,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
in joy and in sorrow,
in joy and in sorrow,
to share all that is to come.
to share all that is to come.
I promise to honor your goals
I promise to honor your goals
and help you fulfill your dreams.
and help you fulfill your dreams.
I will be faithful to you
I will be faithful
and honest with
and honest
you all the days of my life.
all the days of my life.
You bring now a symbol of your love here declared in the vows exchanged. These rings mark the beginning of a long journey together, filled with wonder and surprises, laughter and tears, celebration, grief, and joy. Let these rings say to all that your commitment is deep and everlasting. Ryan, if you'll take Bridgette's ring. And you get a
Sorry,
picture of that.
classy.
You will gently place that ring on her finger. Don't hurt her though.
I'll try not to.
Ryan, would you repeat after me? Bridgette, I give you this ring
Bridgette, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love.
as a symbol of my love.
May its presence on your hand
May His presence on your hand
be a reminder of that trust.
be a reminder of that trust.
Bridgette, if you'll take Ryan's ring. And if you don't have to be gentle with him, he can take it, but if you can catch that finger, right ahead and put it on. And if you repeat after me, Ryan, I give you this ring
Ryan, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love.
as a symbol of my love.
May its presence on your hand
May its presence on your hand
be a reminder of that trust.
be a reminder of that trust.
Having exchanged vows and swapped rings around, I know that you have some very secret words. But what the heck are you looking for?
I keep stuffing it in.
You have your private secret words to share with her?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Go right ahead.
Is he going first?
He goes first.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait, I can cry.
Well, but see, you will beat him out in what you have to say. You know, he's a guy.
He is better than I am. He's a better writer.
Okay. Okay, in front of all these people, you just said he's better than you are?
Hey, man, I gotta admit it.
I gotta sort out my Holiday Inn cards. Alrighty.
Go right ahead.
Okay,
The floor is yours.
awesome. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Alright. Alright. No boom this time, I promise. Alright, Bridgette. Before I met you, I had given up on love and figured that I'd be single for the rest of my life. When we met for the first time, I felt an instant connection and knew right away that you were something very special. I'll lose some man points for saying this, but I fell in love with you hard and fast. I'm so glad we found each other because you've shown me what unconditional love truly means. We've been through a lot with me being deployed so much, but through it all, you've been there for me. You have gone above and beyond taking care of things for me while I've been overseas. I can rest that much easier while I'm there, knowing that I have you to come back home to. You're really my best friend and my soulmate. Words will never adequately express how much you mean to me, but I promise to love you with all my heart every day. I love you, and I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you.
Not bad.
Oh, I want to kiss him, but I can't yet.
No, you can't. I'm holding the cards on that one.
That's my list. So it's on the other side. Ryan, I never imagined when we started chatting online that you would be the one person I'd spend the rest of my life with. But when I saw you, I instantly fell in love. I promise to always love you, to be there when you need a shoulder to cry on, because you cry. A friend to hang out with, a buddy to watch UFC with, to always listen to you vent when you've had a hard day, and try and make you feel better. I promise to always put us first, above everyone, and everything else. I'm sorry, I choose him over you guys. I promise to cook you dinner and for it to suck at least once a week. Please be patient with that, I'm still learning. Joe's teaching. I promise to sing every song on the radio, to get... He hates that. To get on the phone as soon as we get in the car, to freak out every once in a while and completely blame you for it. And then to give you a hard time for being sensitive. In short, we're going to have good times and bad, happy and sad. But no matter what happens, we'll always be together. You're the most amazing person I've ever met. I love you more than you'll ever know. Thank you. Oh. Do we have another Kleenex, anybody?
You can wipe your nose on it. You have to go back to holding hands. You can hold up this flower.
Here.
No,
Okay.
you're fine. You can multitask.
I can multitask.
There you
Well,
go.
welcome, that's what we do.
The marriage service leaves us looking out along a road that leads to an endless joy. There will be hardships along that road as well as disappointments. And to travel it will require strong disciplines and intelligently worked out ways. As you commence your journey through life together, may you have a steadily deepening love which grows in understanding and unselfishness, a measure of patience, especially in the early years when love must fall in step with life. May you have the ability to communicate so that you may be saved from hurtful words spoken in anger or grudges nurtured in silence. May you forever keep your sense of humor so that you may continue to laugh at yourselves as well as with others. And may you have a happy home where you may find and give serenity and strength. You know, the ceremony's almost over. We're almost at that kissing part, so you can start loosening up the lips. But before we do that, Ryan, I have this thing where Bristol Manor here has me ask this one question. And if you can answer this question appropriately, you have this beautiful bride as your prize. If you mess up this thing, you will run out of here really fast. So, we're going to ask you this one question. You can't ask for any help, but you have to answer it truthfully, and you have to get it correct in order to finish the ceremony, okay? Can you handle it?
All right. I don't know.
Okay, all right, here is the question for you. Have you ever in your life seen a more beautiful bride walk down an aisle?
Never.
They didn't hear you in the back, man.
Never.
Okay, that's a fair answer. I think we should continue. Are you puckered up? I see you. Okay, we're ready. Inasmuch as Bridgette and Ryan have consented together in wedlock, having pledged their fidelity each to the other, and having declared the same in the presence of this company, by the giving and receiving of rings and by the joining of hands, by the power vested in me by this Commonwealth of Virginia, I'm very pleased to pronounce that you are now husband and wife. You may kiss your beautiful bride.
Awesome.